Yo, I'm back again, and I want to explain. I want to explain a little bit about the character called Magic or Magique. It's either Magic or Magique. It's one of the two, but it's the woman that y'all like to play in Marvel Rivals. You know, that lady that has a big ass a sword that can cut the shit out of your opponents. She has a literal demon form that's also called the Dark Child, which she gained that after, going through some crazy shit with a certain evil sorcerer. By the way, did you know that her and Colossus, the big metal dude from the X-Men, are actually related? Huh? Yeah, if you can see in this, panel right here that I'm showing you, this is her after her mother gave birth to her and decided to hand it to a young Colossus at their farm around Siberian Russia. I don't know if I said it right. I don't know if I said it correctly, but yeah, this is basically Magique. Ilyana Resp. I cannot say her and Colossus's last name without fucking it up. But yeah, this is basically her, and this is basically proof that they're technically siblings. If you read the panels. Now, Magic's abilities are basically surrounded by magic, well, hence the name Magic. She could basically spawn portals, summon anything that she can think of, like a certain, I don't know if that's cat or that's lemur. She can also summon blades from those said portals and slash the shit out of you, which that guy's dead. She is also the queen of Limbo. Now, Limbo, also called the other place, is basically a separate dimension that's technically like filled with some crazy demonic shit that also stores magic, where she actually learned how to use magic from a guy named Belasco. My bad. I'm bad at pronouncing names, and my memory is kind of foggy. But yeah, Blasco. And if you don't know who Blasco is, well, this is Blasco, who became like this because he was dipping in some dark arts and mystical type of magic stuff when he decided to be like, yo, there's these five elder gods that are kind of separate in their dimension that I could use to help me, boost up my, affinity for magic. So, for what he has to do for them is to basically make bloodstones, which would in turn form a certain, artifact to cause those five elders that he, gained abilities from or gained knowledge of sorcery from to be able to go from their dimension to, normal Earth 616 universe, you know what I'm saying? To invade and take over, essentially, some normal bad guy stuff. And the reason why he looks demonic is because, well, like I said before, his affinity for sorcery and dark magic basically affected his actual physiology to the point that it looks demonic. So yeah. Also, around this time, which took place around like Uncanny X-Men 1963, I believe, he was when he decided to kidnap a young Ilyana, aka Magic, which, if you don't believe me, this took place before. Okay, that didn't take place before this, but this took place before, the last panel that I showed you, which was his introduction to Ilyana and why he brought her to Limbo, which at the time he was kind of the leader of. Well, he was ruling over it for a while trying to make the Bloodstones, which required some of her blood. So yes, you see, some of the X-Men are actually training, doing their casual, sparring session, while a young Ilyana around, I believe, the age 6, because more crazy shit happens afterwards. But yeah, around the age 6, she's just chilling, watching her brother and his friends, sparring and shit, beating the shit out of each other. When Belasco's like, "Yo, come here. I got some for you. I got some for you," and decided to bring in her and poor Kitty Pride got involved as well. My boy said, can't have you interfere, my boy. I'm gonna need you to be incapacitated right quick while I convince this innocent child to help me make these bloodstones so they could free my lords and saviors, you know what I'm saying, that helped me get to this level caliber of magic. So yeah, like this guy was on some BS. Also, in this limbo, apparently there was a different version of the X-Men that also was involved, which one of them being, Nightcrawler, who y'all know who Nightcrawler is. Yeah, in his other version that came across Limbo, he became Belasco's bitch. That's all I gotta say. I'm sorry. Like, if you don't agree with that, then let me just show you the one of the panels that I think I already showed you. Like, you can see here how he's like hovering all over Ileana, trying to intimidate her a little bit, and Belasco's like, "All right, that's enough D writing," and he's like, "Hold on, master, hold on. I'm not tripping. I'm not tripping. Nah, bro, you are tripping." And then he just goes on to explain who he is and why he brought her into this world, this little dimension of his. Yeah, all in all, this guy was on some bullshit, not gonna lie. And yeah, this is another version of Kurt, aka Nightcrawler, that's basically his servant. There's also another version of Storm that's technically like a mystical, I wouldn't say witch, but a mage. She got more into her magical roots, which I will show you in the next part of, excuse me, this next part of Magic's little storyline and her like little facts about her. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys a little bit about Magic and how she does her usual things and how deadly she is with her blades. Cause golly, I have even showed you her demon form, how it usually looks. But there's different ways on how the demon form normally looks for Magic. Like, I'll show you one of them in a sec. But yeah, she basically spawned blades that let her decapitate individuals, which I feel bad for that guy. That guy died very very unfortunate, not gonna lie. Very unfortunate for him. I mean, I'm pretty sure he was already technically kind of cooked, but comics. What are you gonna do?